course, let's get the conversation continued. We will be bringing you those who know and those who are in the planning committee and those who, of course, had brought delegates right here. One man who has led his people from southwest Nigeria, equally a former governor, two-term governor. He's a former governor of Ekiti State. He calls himself the Oshoko. Jollof rice. That's what he calls himself. Former Governor Ayodele Fayose is live here in our studio right here at Abuja Stadium. Thank you so much indeed, Your Excellency, and it's good to see you. I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, what about the looks? You seem to be looking younger than the last time I saw you.
Well, I myself unnecessary. To be happy all the time and to be young as ever. The more you put too much in your life, you will lose it. So I have to compete with you. But here I am.
That's interesting. So you've led delegates of Ekiti.
Yes, they are here.
How many of them are with you?
We are 88.
And these are factionalized ones also, because I know there's a lot of infighting in Ekiti PDP.
There's only one PDP. The moment we have a rule of law, the moment we have a pronouncement of court, opinion. Sometimes we demean the judiciary by ourselves. You can appeal judgment, but you cannot fight the judgment of a court. Court says the National Caretaker Committee is on track and at the right, they have the right to lead back. So they are behind this convention, ably led by our leader, national leader of our party. So it is the right place.
Wike is the national leader of
he is the national leader of the PDP.
Who made him so?
He earns it. So he's the national leader. So we can
but who made him the national leader?
We made him the national leader.
What event?
You don't have to earn that from an event. At the time I showed the national party was not at an event. He earned it by his contribution. So he leads and we follow.
Well, I'm of the states, you're a leader yourself. And this Supreme Court matter, the fallout, many people thought that everybody is going to eventually pull in one direction for this convention. Are you able to tell us what went wrong? Because I imagine you will have loved to see everybody under the same umbrella.
Tell me who is not here. You have to be very clear. You can see the delegates. They matter according to the constitution of our party. And like I told you, the judgment of the court is still valid until it is vacated. Therefore, people that matter, they are all here, they are here, except children of perdition. The PDP ordinarily today is with only two governors. They fail to come here. Anybody who fails to come here, whether you are a governor, you are a member, you are become a child of perdition as described by the Bible. So I tell you very expressly, the likes of normality, they are children of perdition. I stand there to say, yes, let come clear on that. I was referring to the Bible phrase. Bible describes those who fail to work in the direction of heaven as children of perdition. So it's not personal to him.
Perdition is a condemnation of relation and evil and doom.
Yes, sir. I stand here to tell you very expressly, any member of the party who is anti-court ruling, court of appeal, who negates gain, they have the right to appeal. But you can't come with one hand negotiating. The other hand, you are in the Supreme Court. That is hypocrisy. So those who are supposed to be here and are not here, for reasons to them, they are simply onto perdition.
Are you sure Akine will not be here?
I can tell you honestly.
He will not.
He will not be here. I don't want to talk about Bala. You understand? I'm from the Southwest. Please, what I do.
With the light chief of the judge,
excuse
some
me.
of the leaders.
Excuse me. You see, big names does not mean anything. We all.
You're a big name.
Yes, I'm here.
Is it that you mean anything?
Let me explain this to you. You can have a big name. There's a particular goat. They call it Hara. There are ones that are big. not sweet. So it's not about name. So I am just simply telling you by saying whether you are a governor or you are a member of a party, you don't have a president. But I said to you, any one of them, after all the windows of the constitution are not here, are called children of perdition.
I think that's the right word.
I'm not in position to describe them. I am Fayose.
Yeah, well, that when you call a sitting governor a perdition,
no, it's not a type of office.
But you were that to respect and honor.
No.
When you were sitting, if you call a perdition, would you be happy?
Talk to me. This is politics.
But when you were sitting governor,
it doesn't matter.
Governor
is only a small space of time for you to administer. It's not your father's house.
But because they disagree with you, why would you use language
I'm
on them?
entitled to what I say, Jehu. You understand? I am in the forefront of it. I know how it all started, how we got to where we are. Arrogance will destroy man. He's arrogant. My name is Makinde thinks too highly of himself.
Is this personal?
It's not personal. You know, he came to television, he demonstrated it. Channel television, I've said it. It's easy to resolve issues if you are not arrogant. It is to resolve issues.
But that's a performing governor in a state that has the backing of his people.
Congratulations. We are talking about party matters. I'm not in position what is done in the state. Come here and say it for me. That's my field. You are talking about it and this convention. So I'm talking on the convention.
So is it major cause of the challenge?
Sir, may I say to you, we are all members of the G5. We all walked through it. So when it all went wrong, we ask, this is the truth. Makinde wants to be president. Let him be president. Ambition destroyed.
Is it to want to become president?
No, I said ambition.
You had wanted to be
president. You didn't get me, let me lie. Ambition is good. But when it's to destroy you, you have to be guided. You understand? The issues are also in ADC. It's also in ADC. Ambition to be guided. You don't force your ambition on the system. Understand?
So is it to, or did he force his ambition, likes of Senator Adolfo Osumabara, Tamin Uturaki, SAN, all those caliber of people?
It's a divide. It's a divide. There are people on this divide. There are people on this divide. They went to court. Didn't go to court. Not that the National Working Committee should be confirmed. Not wiki-led fashion at it. They went to court. The same court recognized this working committee, the Article Working Committee, in his own state. When 13 appeals, they lost. So let us at it dispassionately. You might say, man, they lost 13 appeals. There was a court injunction preventing the convention. And most of the judgments were in on the fact that if there is another court, you should respect it until it is vacated. Simple. Simple.
But before today, there were signals that reconciliation was in progress.
Yes,
and that,
without doubt.
That those who thought that the NWC a few things in the administration of the party will be put on the table so that there will be some sharing and there should be some balancing. But at the last minute, we understand that people on the weakest side were not shifting grounds. And that is why those on the other side
I'm on the weakest side.
At that point, we're going upstairs.
I am on the weakest side, so I can tell you very clear. I am from Ekiti. If Makinde is saying the old zone where I come from to him, how does that work?
Is that part of
I just give you an example, one of them. When you are asking for the possibility because you feel because you are a governor, you must seize the whole zone. No, we didn't seize the zone. I didn't seize the zone. It was only my state. Yes, their leader, they briefed me what they are doing. No people. And let me tell you, Osho is part of this team. They are back. Ogun, they were part of Wicked in this team. They are. You understand?
So is Adebutu here?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but is Adebutu here?
He's here.
That the fact that
I tell you authoritatively, Adebutu is here. The delegates are here. So when you are saying Makinde this, they can only talk for their states. Adebutu, an integral part of Makinde's struggle. Oshun was part of the struggle, but all here. So
why is it that all members who are on his side couldn't prevail on him if that was the major problem? To say, look, shit or swords, let's go back to the party.
Even in this small family, can you prevail on everybody in the family? What is their interest? Let's assume that their interest is satisfied because of what everybody wants. You can't do anything about that. Majority will have their say, minority will have their say.
But okay, Governor Fayose, what do you think is, because the thinking and the thought of people out there is not very palatable to the optics and the perception of the PDP. They think that, just a moment, they think that your party, the way it's presently constituted, is the second arm of the APC. You people are working for President Bola Tinubu. Is that a good posturing?
You know, one fantastic thing you know about me, that I won't come here because it's television and live. When I was a sitting governor in Ekiti, President showed ambition. I was supporting him. When he had the news, you understand? And he's not to the hiding. The governor of Ekiti, I'm supporting him. He hides. You understand? You see, in the Republicans, not everybody is supporting Trump. This is what they call the beauty of democracy. And I'm saying to you, if anybody saying they are watching a PDP will have a candidate, won't we? Senator Atisha. This is God. All of them are on board.
You supporting Governor Oyebanji. You supporting President Tinubu.
Without doubt.
And you say you are still a member of the PDP.
I am a member of the PDP. Let's get.
Do you know how they describe it?
No, sir.
Hypocrisy and anti-party.
No, sir. Let me say it to you again. Shehu, Nigeria is about all of us. You are first an Ekiti man before you become a political party card bearer. Originally, I'm from Ekiti. All the former governors of Ekiti, they are behind the current governor. You understand? We don't say because we are in this political party, destroy what is good. That is not our.
Should we do away with the term anti-activity? Because if this is the way forward, sir, why shouldn't others do it tomorrow?
Sir, may I say to you, Obama is not supporting President Democrat. The former president, the son of the former president of America too, is not supporting Trump. Have they expelled them? No. Democracy sometimes will have those differences on national issues. We must not say because it's our party members that must win when we know our party member has no capacity. Would you compare a Makinde with an Asiwaju where they're brought from the West?
The question here is that you and they've said it. They said they don't want to be a part of a PDP that will endorse Bola Tinubu in 2027. But it looks like some of you are working towards that.
But this was before 2023. 2027 is a different ball game. We supported, including Makinde himself. We supported the president in 2003 now. I mean, you know, they went to London.
So all of you participated in destroying the PDP?
No, PDP is not destroyed.
As it is right now?
There is a for everything.
You are in the process
for everything. After Asiwaju, there will be another window. Abi? If Asiwaju is said to have won the election in 2027. But by the way, tell me how you want to defeat Asiwaju with 32 governors. All the fish jump out of water. So it was wicked that took them out of water.
But I thought you said big name doesn't matter. So it's the grassroots. If the governors have joined, does it mean he has the grassroots?
Yes, sir. I'm saying to you, all the governors in PDP, they jumped out of water. Abi? That's how the one thing with two governors. It makes sense.
The PDP off.
This election, 2020, for this election, I told you in your station, PDP will not even come talk. I told you.
you are on ballot. So you cannot defeat.
I can't defeat him.
You can't beat
No,
President
no, no, I
Tinubu.
can't beat Asiwaju. Put me on the ballot. I love to be on the ballot. Because I'm from the...
But you are Ojoko.
Ojoko, yes. I love to contest against Asiwaju.
You've lost that power.
No,
you are
I'm
not
not. If this convention, the presidential convention, picks me as the flag bearer from the West, yes, I will still do my best.
But on what basis will they not be able to? Is it performing so well? Are you happy with the performance of the economy?
I'm happy with what Asiwaju is doing. Let me explain to you. You don't have to have 100% of any issue before you can be said to have been doing well. But when you relate our past with our present, it's not doing badly. That's my position. And we're here. Tell me the alternative.
ADC.
Let's wait till that time. I came on television. I told you that APC.
There's an Amechi. There's a Peter Obi. There's one console.
Remember, I told you one time that Obi is not on the ballot of APC. That's the end of it. It looks like that now that Obi will not. So they want to for the party. I think we'll get tickets. So will Obi go back to the East and say, I am deputy or vice president? I'm going to talk. They are strange.
And you don't see him going back to Labour Party?
That's an impossible. That's the reality. There is wedge everywhere. Obi is a good guy. He's a fantastic guy. But to become president at this time is difficult.
Well, I mean, how have you suddenly given up on the PDP? Because the last time I checked, when Peter Obi got into the Labour Party was a carcass. It's really not able to gather over 6 million votes.
Yeah.
He gave President Tinubu a fight.
Yes, I'm not Obi. PDP is not Obi. Obi did not ride on the strength of his party. He rode on the strength of Obi. Obi did not ride on the... If Obi goes to Accord now, he will still make some impact. More than ADC. We are talking about a person. You know, in 2014, when I contested under the PDP, my name was equally an issue in the party at the time. Because people saw what I did when I left. And they were ready to support me. That was why I got the 16-0. Obi, like I said, is a cancer. It was a cancer in 2003. But he cannot kill. That time, his cancer was but now, Obi's cancer in 2027 will not kill.
Even if he comes together with Atiku,
they will not kill. They will not.
Tambuwa.
I'm telling you that they will not take off at all. Obi's cancer in 2003 was a major cancer that could kill. But in this 2027, the cancer would without chemo self.
If you're able to see that he won't get the ticket, why you think he himself doesn't think he won't get the ticket? We're going to join
Politicians are optimistic people. We never give up. We always keep hope alive until we hit the rock. Politicians, we are like that. Even a dead man will say, go to the rock. That is the style of politicians.
From this convention today?
Oh, this convention has shown that people are coming back. The party is knitting together. It's not going to be overnight because it was a long battle. Like I said in the West, Kaduna is here. A number of states are here. Taraba is here. You understand? So it's not.
Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't look like some of you will oppose the candidature of President Bola Tinubu.
Let's wait for that time. But me, I'm supporting him. Oh. You know me, I will tell you.
But you're a bad member of the PDP.
Your opinion.
No, but
you're a Chinese staff. I am your Fayose, an independent-minded person. You are representing Nigerians.
But you are a member of the PDP.
I am.
Who will imagine that you should have seen the light and repent from your sins of
I have
2023,
no,
where you walked against the candidate of your party. But it looks like you have not repented.
Candidate walked against himself.
Where is the Peter
Even
in your
in this
name?
convention
I thought that you were born again. You saw the light on the way to Damascus.
That one I'm not born again. No. That one. No.
You have not seen the light.
That candidate, Atiku Abubakar, lost the election there in this velodrome. After the primary, he lost the election here. So for me, what I want to do is what I will do. I have not hid my support for Governor Abayomi Abiodun. Abiodun Abayomi, Oyebanji, and Governor and the President. Well, I meant to. I've not.
Why don't you go and join APC? Why are you having one leg in, one leg out?
No.
You are supporting APC, and yet you are saying you are a member of.
I have said it so many times, even before an election would come. If I stop, I will be carrying my bag in the things to at home be than before. For me to cross, maybe my children can go, not me.
So what about your brother that governor? Your brother wanted to be governor in Ekiti.
Well, that was my brother. Let me talk to myself. They are all my brothers. I love them. I want to discuss on national.
It doesn't agree with you.
I love Isaac. I shall continue to love him. What they call an elder is different what they call a younger brother. I'm Isaac's father, technically. You understand? One day, Isaac will come back to me.
So you didn't seek your advice this time.
He doesn't have to seek my advice. Isaac is an adult. May I say to you, I shall continue to love my siblings. Like to every family, there are challenges like this. It's because it's Fayose. That is why the noise is on the roof.
Are you happy that PDP is back on the ballot in Ekiti?
We are going to, if the court says it's on the ballot, it's on the ballot. How he will now win us to himself is his own work. You understand? The court says it's on the ballot. I can't be questioning.
Well, you never supported.
No, I won't support him because I'm taking already. If your wife took you now, why can I get me?
But you are the leader of the party.
Yes, I'm supporting Oyebanji.
Is that fair?
It's up to you to know that. Oyebanji cannot even say he knows me well. I mean, I met Olujade in my life. He's the one contesting. He want to look for me for him without respect. No. If you want to contest election,
you predetermined election in Ekiti. Now Oyebanji is going to win. You predetermined election in 2027.
Let me tell you again.
That Tinubu is going to win.
Let me tell you again that Oyebanji will win all the local government areas. Will win all the wards, including Oluyede ward. We will see now. I've never said and whatever I say. You have never contradicted me with the past. Oyebanji will win all the 16 local government areas. He will win the wards. I don't know, maybe polling unit, maybe.
It's your wife that I know that is the spiritual one and the prophetess, but I don't know because I don't see you as someone who has repented spiritually. Because you still look like a very stubborn Peter, the Rock.
Yes, but let me tell you. I said some things in Nigeria. They came to pass. I spoke.
Maybe your wife told you. Maybe it was your wife.
I spoke about River Saga. Came to pass. I spoke about Edo. It came to pass. And so many. I spoke a lot about during Buhari Sarah. They came to pass. And I'm telling you again, Seyi Makinde will lose. His candidate will lose. In Oyo State. Write it down.
Maybe you will fail in your staying this time around.
Excuse me. Let's wait now. Shehu will be alive. Seyi Makinde's candidate in Oyo State. He will not even find a party in PDP. You know when I say things to you, I will come back on this station. If I go wrong, I will apologize. But I'm telling you, Seyi Makinde will not. APC will Oyo. Right down.
Peter, the Rock.
Yes.
Ayodele, Fayose. Irumole, Ginger, Jollof Rice. That's what it calls itself. Are you still eating the Jollof Rice?
I just said before I came here.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
God bless you, Joe. Thank you, my brother.